Oh, my
Are we
glasses are
going?
we on.
Are we on? Oh, all right.
We are LIVE.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it all out over here.
Okay.
We are live. We are live. We are live. Y'all, she said we live. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Dave. Look here. I told you I'm over here playing.
Well, you can just welcome our guests. Because I can't do it like you. Because we're live.
Oh, welcome once more again to another episode. To another episode. Not so good.
It's not Monday night.
Okay, all right, let's see here. Ooh, I think I got it. Maybe. I don't know. Let me click back over here. I don't know, but I'm back over here. Something might be going on over there on Instagram. I have no idea. I don't know if y'all could see me or you couldn't. I don't know. But I'm back. I'm back in line. Hey, y'all. Oh, welcome. I can't say to another edition of Monday Speak on it. Welcome to a new edition of Tuesday. What we calling it?
Talk About It Tuesday.
Welcome to the first edition of Talk About It Tuesday. With me, your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, along with my wonderful, marvelous co-host, the Little People. And we are here. And I know two of y'all. I know two of y'all that said, boy, I'm so sick of seeing him. He was here yesterday, and he back here today. Well, guess what? Y'all just gonna be sick of seeing me because I ain't going nowhere. Your kid, they sick. Yes.
You ever seen these kind of crackers?
No.
So, okay.
Look, I was finna say, it don't matter how close you bring them, I still ain't never seen them. That ain't.
Sometimes it makes it.
You can put them all up.
More.
I ain't never seen them kind of crackers.
So for my staff on Monday at one of my schools, I have 5 schools, and my staff at one of my schools, I made chili for them. I got up and made homemade chili for them for Christmas.
Okay.
They're actually can I say that out loud? They my favorite staff at that school. But anyway, they don't give me no problems. And we work I like them because we work together. So if somebody's out, they know how to work without calling me, bothering me. They know how to get it together and get it up. You know what I'm saying? They'll call me later and say, hey, so-and-so was out, but we covered it. I love adult employees. I love people who just get a job and just let me know. Now, okay, I'm getting to that in a minute, but let me tell you about these crackers. I made the homemade chili. So I have a gardener. He teaches gardening. And I told Mr. Brew, I put it on the group text and said, hey, I done made this chili, but I don't, and my stepdad, Ronaldo, he's gonna bring the rice. I don't eat cheese. So you want some cheese, you need to go get your own cheese. And I didn't get no crackers, so you need to bring crackers. You want any of those things, you need to bring them with you. So Mr. Brew came on and said he got the crackers. So came in this big old box. I was like, I ain't never seen them crackers before. He done went to, what's that little store called? What's the store called that you get the no name brand stuff, food?
Oh, Whole Foods or
no, I can't think of it. Anyway, I thought he must have, but anyway, I said, let me. So when I opened the package, I was thinking there was gonna be the long thing of crackers. You know, somebody in a little package. Mm-hmm. There was a whole bunch of these.
Oh,
but I tell you, remember back in the, so they're crackers. So let me show you what they look like this.
Yeah,
just got them off my desk.
You know what you need, right?
What's that?
You need some peanut butter because that's what we used to eat in the country. You take them crackers and you slap some peanut butter in between them. What that is?
Chili. That's what I need with them.
Oh, well.
But
All
anyway,
right, you know, I'm
right
from
home green chili.
so we
Wait,
in the country we
so with
had
the
peanut
crackers,
butter crackers.
let me finish with the crackers. So with the crackers,
Go ahead.
I said, child, let me go on and try these crackers. I like crackers with my chili, especially since I don't put a lot of seasoning in my chili anymore because I'm trying not to have too much salt. But they taste just like the church crackers back in the day. Now they got them little white foam, that they give us. But before, remember the church crackers?
Are you talking about communion?
Yeah, the church crackers.
You said church crackers.
The church crackers. So the church crackers, they taste just like the church crackers. You know, because they don't give us church crackers no more. They give us the foam, the styrofoam.
It was
They-
never.
I don't know why are we eating the styrofoam now.
It was. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know.
Last time we had community,
Look,
you ain't-
that's a whole different thing. But I was gonna say, how old do some of that grape juice be? I mean, you know, you go there and them things probably been setting up in a warehouse for 150,000 years. They done made.
No.
I mean,
They
you know,
gotta have a
I ain't talking about, but you know, it used to be where you could go and you could have, you know, you had the real stuff, kind of, sort of. Now, if you go to a Catholic church, y'all do know. I don't know how many y'all Catholic. I've been to one Catholic wedding my whole life, but I do.
And that's the longest wedding.
Yeah, but they give you wine, real wine.
Oh, really?
Yes, they got real wine now. They ain't got none of them little container things. Wait a minute. And I don't know why you brought that up because it brought something to my memory. Do you know how difficult it is to open them little things up in church? You have folks fumbling around.
Yes. And look, when they get to the part about, okay, they say the bread is for the body. They be talking, doing a little thing. And I'm trying to open my juice so I can be ready to pour by my blood.
Look, that stuff is childproof.
It is childproof. But I don't know if your church do it, but St. Matthew's Missionary Baptist Church at 199 Fidelity. You know I like to say that. I'm trying to be on time so I can do my stuff at the right time. So I and they saying the little thing about the bread is the representation of your body. Eat the bread.
It's his body. It ain't our body. Go ahead.
Whatever. And then I be trying to have my juice ready so I can be ready so I can pour it down with everybody else, you know, when they get to that part. Yeah. I am forever still trying to open up my juice.
Hey, I don't open them things up. I don't know one of them things. I got the wine. I mean the stale grape juice open before I got the cracker thing open. I really don't.
Anyway, these crackers here, they taste just like the old school bread, the body at the church crackers. You never say church crackers? That's what church crackers.
We had unleavened bread. See, we had them sisters that went and made the bread. Okay, it was they had the real. It wasn't none of them crackers. Okay, it was the real stuff. It wasn't somebody that got there early on Sunday morning and went to back and crushed. It's Communion Sunday. No, we had. I
don't know if it's my little sister or not, but I know me and people. We used to play with the crackers and smash them up at home, and we pretend we taking communion. We were too young to take communion, and y'all gotta excuse me, but let me tell y'all, Country Boy always expected me to be really, really, really like when I tell him I'm somewhere down the street, he think I'm way down the street. But I called him because I ran out of blood pressure pills. Too much information. But anyway, I ran out of my blood pressure pills. And my I ain't been feeling right, so I need to make sure I'm taking my blood pressure pills. But anyway, so the place is like literally down the street, like, and I'm there. And so I text him out of courtesy and respectfulness to say, hey, I know the show starts. It was what I say. Well, I quoted you. I said it was 7:53. I said 7:54 right now. I'll be there in just a second. He went on vacation. I came home. Got to the house, came on, got on the show, No Country Boy. So then I
No,
called him. Oh, Louisiana Country Boy. So you know what I did? I went and said, okay, well, I guess he's gonna come later and he'll let me know when he's ready. So I shut everything down and went and made my chili, got my chili. So y'all got to see me eating on my chili. I'm sorry. But it's our show, so we do what we want to do.
Oh Lord.
What's this? I got this too. The light shining.
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian Orange Ocean.
High C. Ain't nothing like High C. High C punch. Right there. Ain't nothing like the old High C. Hey, what happened to that fella? Because he sure don't be on TV no more. Remember him?
Oh.
He used to be.
He on here.
Remember, he used to be. You would see him. He was in the ocean, and he was on the surfboard thing.
He riding a surfboard right here.
See, that was him. I remember High C, man. I do. All them folks gone. They done got rid of all of it. You know what? That's a shame. Young folks will never know who the High C man was. They'll never know who Aunt Jemima was.
What about the Kool-Aid man?
The Kool-Aid man. You remember the Kool-Aid man? Yes, with the picture with the yes. Yeah,
they don't. But you know what they really miss out? The youngsters miss out on. I'm gonna tell you, Sunday morning cartoons.
Saturday morning
cartoons.
Saturday morning cartoons.
You gonna be like, I forgot about them too.
Saturday morning cartoons. Oh,
Saturday morning, they miss my favorite was the races, the races with the all the different characters.
Speed race?
No, not Speed Racer. They used to have a. Damn it, I can't think of the name of it right now.
Oh, no, you know what the one I used to love?
What's what?
Do you remember Schoolhouse Rock?
Yes. Conjunction, junction,
what's your function?
Yeah.
Hey, see that? Young folk, look.
That's how we learned about how Bill turns into a law.
Yes. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only.
That's why they don't know nothing, because they missed it on. That's why they don't know nothing, because they missed Schoolhouse Rock, because that's who taught us stuff.
Hey man, that was Schoolhouse Rock. Look, and I remember coming home from school in the evening, and they would have like the after school specials that would come on.
That's what, like Zoom.
It was like an after school special, like it would be a movie for kids.
Yeah.
The after school special.
After school special, you sure right.
Yeah,
Zoom, and it was another show. I can't think of what it is, but Zoom was good too. Zoom used to be jamming.
I missed them days. Wow. Hot dog. You chilling. See, y'all done missed it because it was some good growing up. I don't know what y'all talking about. It was some good old growing up, boy. Dude. Yes, and
it was good.
Look here. So I know what you got over there eating. But let me ask you. So what's on the plate? What's on the plate for the folks?
So several things that we want to talk about. Oh, we talking about that, right? Am I on the right track?
Yeah. You cooking it now. You cooking the chili. Take it out there.
I'm trying to find. I can't see who's talking to me, so I'm trying to go here. My auntie. Hey, Aunt Jan.
Hey, Aunt Jan. Look, I need to. Oh, hey, look. Do me a favor. You continue where you're going. I need to see if this other one is working. Okay, just go on. Eat your chili and talk to them. Y'all look. They sick of seeing me anyway. Y'all look.
You supposed to play the video. You didn't upload the video.
I couldn't get it to go. I couldn't get it. I tried it.
Maybe we can we just listen to it? I did that before. I can do it. I can listen. We can listen to it.
Okay. Well, look, I'll be right back. Don't have to look. Well, y'all go somewhere if you want to.
So let me tell y'all what's happening. We are live. So we are trying to start using Instagram Live on our show at the same time. We've tried to, you're not supposed to say that word, but the N word, rig it. We've been trying to do that. That don't work. So we're trying to do it the right way. And so Country Boy is testing it. So we can be Instagram Live and Instagram Live and Facebook Live at the same time, and we're on YouTube as well. So tonight we are going to be talking about. I want to talk about people that say life is too short, right? But Country Boy had a better topic. I just gotta find it. I forgot what it was. It's up here. Oh, fixing everything but you. Fixing everyone but you. That's what it's called. Fixing everyone but you, but us. But I do want to mention that before I go into that, like what brought us to this topic and life is too short because there were several deaths. There's been several deaths over the past few weeks that have hit me hard. Well, a few years have hit me hard, but definitely this weekend, someone that I'm really, to be honest with you, my cousin passed last week, so the funeral was this weekend. We had someone in a promoter, actually a very popular, very popular promoter who in all true full transparency, he and I did not see eye to eye, but he was amazing. He was an amazing promoter. His events were super packed every time everything he touched was gold. He always gave very good events. People always came. People love him. So he passed over the weekend. We just found out like in the last minute he had been sick. And I do want to send a shout out to the family of Raphael Ford. He was an amazing promoter. He knew how to bring people in. I've never been or heard of any of his events not being successful. Matter of fact, I had him on my show, him and his partner on my show one time, and I asked that question: have you ever had an event that was not successful? And he said no. And to be honest, see, why am I like my thing be going off like that? That scares me. My ring light just went off. But anyway, so I was thinking about him over the weekend. I was thinking about, my cousin, just think about the deaths that we've had and saying, we always say that thing of, life's too short. We need to start breaking each other. We need to do this. We need to do that. And Country Boy, I started thinking, are we really doing that? Like, what are we really doing? Are we being kind to people? Are we like being nice to people? We saying things to people. Like, what are we doing to fix ourselves to make that saying that we use of life is too short? We should. You should. What are we literally doing for ourselves in order to make that life is too short? Because people are dying every day. Because in my mind, in my opinion, I knew that my partner in crime will agree that, and I'm going to let him say his part on this because it's very funny, but it's very real, that once people are gone, that's when everybody wants to see all these wonderful, nice things, And Country Boy says things like, what you in that crying for now? What you trying to grab him out the casket for now? Ain't that what you say, Country Boy?
That's a fact. If you can hear me, that's a fact.
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's the fact. And I'm sorry, I had to step away for a minute. I'm trying to work this thing.
I told him what you doing.
But
I told him you was really working. You trying to get us.
I'm trying to double up over here. And I was listening to you. And first of all, Country Boy would like to send his condolences out to the family as well. To you for your loss and your family. And to the what is he? He's a producer. To his family,
promoter.
Any losses, a promoter. I'm sorry. To his family as well. But here's the thing: Old Country Boy say this, and it's because I've been there and I've seen it. And I've been to. I don't know if y'all been to them places and you go to them funerals and folks is yee-hawing and they screaming and turning over benches and everything else. Here's my take. It's just Low Country take. This ain't got nothing to do with the show. This ain't got nothing to do with my co-host. Just me speaking. I can speak for myself. I can stand for myself. I stand on what I say. You have these folks that will turn over caskets trying to pull folks out. Oh, come back. When 6 months ago, when they was here, you didn't even ride down the street to see them, but you trying to bring them back from the dead. For what? So you can ignore them some more? Because that's facts. That's facts. You trying to pull them out and you talking about, oh, this, that, and the other. Let me tell you something. I took this philosophy on myself. This is what I take on myself. If there's someone that I truly say that has meant something to me, and I can name several right here that has gone on. I had a friend of mine, good friend of mine. Name was Jig. We became real good friends. He was stricken with cancer up there in Arcadia, and I met this young fella. Uh, he was a they had a kickball team up there, and he was one of the ones that orchestrated them having that. And I had the opportunity to meet him and spend some time with him. I even snuck him away one day, and I called him one day. This is a little bit off the subject. I called him one day, one Saturday. I was like, "Dude, what you doing?" And he's like, "Nothing." I said, "Man, come on up here and ride with me." He was like, "Where we going?" And he called me Doc. He used to call me Doc. "Where we going, Doc?" "Well, come on." And I snuck that boy away, and we went zip lining. I took him zip line. He thought I was the craziest thing in the world. And I still have the pictures and the videos from there. His character, who that young man was, how he lived his life, how he fought through so many things. It was very painful when he left. But what I took from that was this, is to instead of me trying to yank him back and asking him to come back, every day I live my life in a way that I honor him. I live my life in a way every day that I honor my mama. I live my life in a way every day that I try to honor my father, honor my uncles. That's how I live my life. Instead of trying to ask them to come back, I say to folks, if somebody meant something to you, you say, "Oh, they meant this much to me." If they poured something into you and it meant something, and they're not here anymore, then live your life in a way to honor them. That's how you do it. How you carry the memory on, you live it.
And that's so funny you say that. I may have shared with you, but I don't know. You know, I used to always say, my daddy used to say it too, but you know, people be saying so-and-so came back to see me. So I used to always say, and I am not ashamed to say, I used to always say, you know what, I really did love you, but please don't come back and see me. I'm good. I love you, and you're gonna be in my memories. I'm sad, but don't come back. But funny thing, a few months ago, I don't know if it was, might have been 3 months or so ago, I had a dream. And the dream, Tito was in the dream. Tito used to own the Red Rooster. He was my mentor, and he was a very good friend to me. Nothing more than that. You know, people are silly, so they see things differently. But he was a mentor to me. He gave me so many freaking opportunities in this world, right? But anyway, I had a dream about him that was so vivid that when I woke up, I said immediately, that's what they're talking about. Wait a minute, and let me back up a little bit. When I woke up, I had this thing on my mind saying, why are you stopping what you're doing? All the things he taught you, all these opportunities he gave you to do this thing that you love, why are you letting people stop you from doing it? Because you're not honoring what he taught you. You're wasting all the things, all the money he spent on your ideas, all this. That is what I like woke up with, right? And that's when I started remembering the dream. And I said, oh my gosh, that's what people are talking about. He didn't really come and sit by me and hold a conversation with me, but he saw me giving up and he saw me not moving forward. And he had to do something to let me know, hey, this ain't, you got to keep moving, girl. So it made me realize, okay, this is, now I'm sure some people probably sat there and crossed their legs and played patty cake with their people. But for me, I'm thinking what my experience is what they're talking about, is what I'm thinking. Because it was an experience that I would have probably said something like, he came, because I feel like he was here. And he didn't talk to me, but he talked to me. It's like in the dream, you know, there's parts that are not vivid.
Right.
But when I woke up, that's what I remember saying, you can't stop right now. Mm-hmm.
Right. And dreams are the things that God uses to speak to us. You know, that's the thing that he uses. He can come to us and he tells us and leads us and guides us in these things. And, you know, I know what you call them folks, them people that be, I ain't no dream interpreter, okay? I ain't trying to interpret no dream, none of that. That ain't what I do. Right. But what I do is I use, when God gives me something, and I ain't that one either. Let me tell you something. I think I said this before, and I tell you, I ain't finna sit up here and tell nobody God told me to tell you. No, if that ain't it. If I
tell them what you said, Country Boy.
And I'll stick to this. And if y'all get mad at me if you want to, But let me tell you something. Come to me talking about, well, God, country boy, God told me to tell you. No, let me tell you something. Me and God got a good relationship. Now, I ain't saying that I got the best, but I feel that we are open enough to have communication with each other. Okay. Now, if you come to me talking about, well, God told me to tell you, you need to straighten up your life. Well, maybe he was actually talking to you that you need to straighten up your life. Why? What? Because what did he come to you and say, I need for you to go tell country boy? If not, he didn't wasn't specifically and laid it out and tell you to come to me. Now I have had people and had dreams, and people came to my dreams and came to my mind. And I didn't say, well, God told me. No, I said, look, you came to my spirit. I'm just calling to say hi to you, or I'm just checking on you. I ain't saying, well, oh, something bad. That ain't what I'm saying. All I'm saying is you came to my spirit. For whatever reason, he placed you in my spirit. I ain't saying that you need to straighten up your life or something wrong with your life. Or no, all I'm saying is you came to me. He placed you on my heart. And I'm doing my due diligence to say, hey, I love you. Wish you well. Hope everything's going well. Have a wonderful day. That's it. Some people get that, As many, again, I feel personally, me, y'all feel how y'all want to, that me and God have a real good relationship. Now, in all these years, he ain't never come to me. Now I'm trying to wonder why he ain't, when y'all come to talk about what he told me to tell you. Well, he ain't never told me to tell nobody nothing. He done told me some stuff by myself. But he ain't never came to me and say, nah, I need for you to go tell little diva that deep right here. He ain't never done it.
Don't come tell me because I'm gonna say the same thing he said. Well, why didn't he just tell me?
I ain't saying a thing. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying a thing. But from what I've done read, what I've read that I ain't gonna get into all that depthness. But all these prophets and prophets, from my understanding of reading the word, them ain't no more than prophets. But if you're gonna say you're a prophet, call yourself what you want to call you. Hey, you call yourself what you want to call yourself. All I say is this: if the good Lord didn't give you that title, if the good Lord didn't give it to you, now I'm gonna leave that right there. If the good Lord, can he tell you everything else? If he didn't tell you that you was whatever you say, maybe you brought that on yourself. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay.
So I'm gonna try to play this video.
Okay.
We're gonna try to listen to it. Okay.
So we need to be quiet, like in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, be quiet.
Ready?
Go for it.
Let me see. Where's my microphone?
You can't.
Oh Lord, did you move the whole screen?
In the mirror. The woman we laying next.
Can you hear it? You couldn't hear it?
I can hear it. Yeah.
Can we try it again? Well, I mean, yeah, because you started talking, so I didn't know if you could hear it. Okay.
You can't fix the community until you fix what's in the mirror. Or we overlooking the mirror, the man in the mirror. We overlooking the woman we laying next to. We overlooking the children, only to come outside and try to fix the community when we need to be making our beds up in the morning when we get up. But we trying to fix everybody but us, starting in the mirror. Then when you come out the mirror, nigga repairing and trying to fix you, you look around at your wife and your kids and in the house and try to fix what's in the house. Then you step out on your porch and say, hey, neighbor. Then you look down the street and see what's wrong with the street. Then you go out into your community. But you don't start from nowhere but the mirror. That's the starting point. You can't fix the community.
So Country Boy sent that to me, and I thought it was so interesting that it was interesting, and it like spoke volumes to the way some of us, me, probably live, how we think, how like we try to fix all this stuff and not thinking about what's in our house or what's around. Like they used to say, you throw stones. What is that? What was that saying about throwing stones? Or sweep around your own house before,
glass house,
Yeah. So I really tell him who this person is again.
That's Charleston White. That's Mr. Charleston White. And people have their own opinions about Mr. White. That's your business. Have whatever opinions you want. But you should, that's that thing. A lot of people judge a book by its cover, and you should actually understand and some of the things that he says. Here's what I learned about the fella, and I ain't gonna get that deep into it. Here's what I learned about the fella. The fella used to be, he was out there and he was carrying himself and wearing his coat and tie and everything else, and working hard with different people in the government to better the lives. But what was he getting? Like most people get, you get nothing. I think my co-host and I have talked about this. You get nothing. But if you go out there and you start screaming, you start yelling, you start calling people out, you start doing these things, then people want to listen to you. They want to listen to you now because you're making a spectacle of yourself. Why is it that we have to beat the drum the loudest for people to pay attention?
Yeah.
Why is it that's the same thing? Why is it that lightning has to strike twice before you be like, oh, maybe I need to do something different with my life? Why is it that it takes all this craziness to happen before then we say like, oh, but here we are. We wait for the storm when every week it rains. But we don't pay attention to the rain. But oh my God, there's a tsunami that just came. Now it's something major. Why is it?
And you know what? I know this is not on the same topic, but it makes me think about too, when you use these examples, is that it just made me think about it. Like, your tire low, it's been low for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And you don't do nothing until, like me this morning, it's flat. Or
it's flat.
Yeah, hold on one
second. Everybody is reactive. Nobody wants to be proactive until it's some major thing. Because let me tell you something, major things start off as minor things. Major things start off as minor things. When we start taking care of the small things, when we start, instead of trying to, years ago, I did a conference, my first ever, and it was entitled Build the Man, Build the Home, Build the Community. So many people want to go out and they want to build the community and they want to fix all out here and they want to fix everything. Charleston White said it plainly. We want to fix everything outside of our house. We want to fix the neighbor's house. We want to fix the governor's mansion. We want to fix the White House. But here we are. We won't even take the time to fix our own house. We forget the house. We won't even take the time to fix our own self. We want to look at everything and everybody else and try to fix them first. How you fix others is be the example. I say it. We say it. How do you change the world? How does the country boy change the world? One smile at a time. One smile at a time. Yeah. But that has to come from each and every one of us pouring in. But no. We don't want to do that. We want to go to the biggest ocean and catch the biggest fish. And we can't even take care of the small member. We want to start over here and let's start up here. Let's fix this way over here. And what's wrong? Let me tell you something. I'm going to get off my soapbox here in a minute, but not right now. This country is a reflection of each state. Each state is a reflection of each city and each town. Each city and each town is a reflection of each county or each parish. Each county and each parish are a reflection of each home. And each home is a reflection of each individual that's in it. It's just that we make it so complicated. Oh, I say it all the time, boy. I say it all the time. Good Lord, we know trigonometry, econometry, geometry, but you can't even do simple math. Simple. You want to change the world? Start by changing the man in the mirror. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm off.
I thought about it like that too, to a certain extent. I thought that too, but I think it was a little bit different. Than my thoughts were just a little bit different. But I like the way you brought it home. I was gonna say something, but I changed my mind.
I mean, it is that simple, and everybody.
Yeah, it is that simple. But I think what hit it for me was when he talked about, and I mean, it's everything that you said, but he said some major things about how, just like, you know, we're trying to change the world, change all this stuff. We're out here. I mean, I'm sure people that's out here on the lines, telling people to vote, telling people to do all this stuff, that they can have a kid at home they're not even paying attention to. Right. They can have a kid that has home depressed and they don't realize it because they're out here in the community being on the TV or on the, you know, out here showing. I was thinking about that kind of stuff, you know, like you're, and I wonder, do people know? Let me see how to say that. Are they trying to be not? Is it more important for them to be doing that than checking on this? Do they do this on purpose? Is this, do they not really not, their mind really not know? Because they're so busy fixing the world, fixing the community. Because I'll be honest with you too. Well, let me say that part. But they're so busy doing this, making the world good, and in their hearts, they are trying to be good people, but not realizing the little bitty things that's surrounding them that may need help.
That's how it. That is.
And what made me think about it was when he said your wife that could be at home, not feeling love, not feeling wanted, not feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because you feel like everything's okay because you're gonna fix the world.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's facts. I can speak on all of that. I can speak on it from family. I can speak on it from myself personally. I can speak on my personal experience. You know, I beginning in the ministry, even when I began in the ministry, it was more, I thought that it was more important for me to minister out. But see, this is what nobody really taught me, but I had to go through my own self, because it was my cross to bear. I had to go through and learn that ministry starts at home. For every pastor out there, for every preacher out there that might be listening, get mad if you want to. Okay, if the shoe fits, just stay out. When ministry starts at home, before you're out here ministering to your congregation of 50,000 or 20,000 or 18 or whatever it may be, but it starts at home. That was one of my mistakes, is that I was out ministering, but I wasn't listening to the things at home. That was one. I was out being this, out in there, but I wasn't, because you don't know what you know until you know. And sometimes the knowing comes with losing. Sometimes the greatest lesson sometimes in this life is life. That is the greatest lesson in life, is life. But what you have to do is you have to take those lessons. No, you can't go back. But what you can is move forward with the lessons that you've learned and better thyself. That's how you go about. Again, if we focus on the small things, the minor things. See, when I talked about, you know, over these weeks, I've been talking about, love challenge. That's how it starts. It's that little thing. See, it's that little thing that's not a little thing. It's that showing kindness to someone that's a little thing, not a little thing. But that starts with each and every one of us. That starts right at our core. That starts with us right here. See, be the change you want to see. That's the problem. Everybody wants change, but they don't want to be the change. Oh, well, this world is just hateful. Then be kind. Be the change you want to see. Goes to what I said last night. This world don't define me. People are being defined by this world. Well, they were all mean, so I'm going to be mean too. Why are you allowing the world to define you? Yes, life is short, but you don't know how short. How can I say that? We've had some premature babies pass. We've had people pass at 100. Life is short, but you just don't know how short. See, in pastor's terms, in preacher man's words, when they put that headstone on your grave, the born on date you had nothing to do with. That passing date, you had nothing. You, me, have nothing to do with those two dates. The greatest aspect of those things is that dash in the middle. What you gonna do with it? Because that all belongs to us. That dash in the middle, see, because you can't, ain't nothing that now one of us can do about the day that we were born, because we can't determine it. Ain't nothing. You can say, well, I try to take my life. It ain't even yours. How you gonna try to take it unless the good Lord said, okay? Because there are some folks out there that tried to take their life and it didn't work. So I'm just saying that last date, it's not yours. But what you can do, with that dash in the middle. With that dash in the middle, it goes to that thing. You don't try to fix. What was it? Fixing everybody but us. With that dash in the middle, that's when you can work on yourself. With that dash in the middle, that's when you can say, you know what? What can I do? How can I be the best me? That dash in the middle. You can be a little bit kinder. That dash in the middle. That dash in the middle. See, that thing again, when that end date has hit, you can try to pull them out the coffin all you want to. They ain't coming. They ain't coming. But what you can do is say, I still am on this day. I'm going to honor this person, whoever it may be, with the way that I live my life. I'm going to show them honor with this dash in the middle. I want to honor their memory by being a little bit kinder, by being a little bit nicer. Why am I going to do that? One, because I don't know what my end date is. Trying to fix everything and everybody else. But 99.9% of us are still broke. But let me tell you something. And I'm going to stop preaching here in just a second. Let me tell you something. 99.99999% of us are broken. But what God does with the broken pieces is make a masterpiece. He takes those broken pieces, he takes them, and he puts them together in such a magnificent way. Wow. Where you are, each and every one, where you are, you're in a beautiful place. Why do I say it? Because if you don't like where you are or how you are right now in this place, you can change. But when that end day comes, change is over. All right, I'm done.
Boy, I thought we was on my words is 2 cents. I'm gonna just shut up and let him go for it because he is in a row. He is on a soapbox. Let me just.
So I was on it.
Something happened today.
No, hey, I'm on it. Look, it is that thing. I love the fact of hearing Charleston White, of hearing what you're talking about, of just that. It has been this week, and for me, so many things have been about. One is people allowing the world to define them. Two, trying to fix everything that's been broken around everybody else. We all are broken. Stop. Look here. People out here, I'm gonna get on this. Who out here? Well, I want somebody that's healed. Let me tell you something. We are all damaged, and we all will be damaged until the day that we die. We're all bruised fruit, baby. We all bruised. Somewhere at some point, we all got some bruises on us. But the thing is why do I have to aggravate somebody else's bruise to make mine feel like less hurt? We all got some bruises. We all have overcome something. And we're all struggling with something.
Yeah.
But instead of turning that ugliness outward, see what we can do to clean it up. Clean up our lives, clean up ourselves, clean up our attitudes. I'm telling you, it's peace when you do. I tell you, this happened to me tonight. I stopped and got me something to eat. And boy, let me tell you, whoo, Lordy, I went to K to the F to the C. I did. I went to the K to the F to the C. Went through the window. I was like, oh, this is going to be quick. Bup. I went there and they was like, oh, well, can you pull around to the front? I said, not a problem. I gave him a little old soda, pulled around to the front. I'm sitting there. I done drunk the whole soda up, okay? I'm sitting there. I done drunk the whole soda, done listening to 4-5 episodes on TikTok and everything else. And I look up, I'm saying, well, Lord, did they forget I was here? So I cut the door off and I go to the window and I peep in and I order me some mashed taters, right? So I saw one fella back there. I was like, oh, that's going to be mine. Let me get on back in the car. So I got on back in the car, expecting him to come on out. And then I saw some more folks walk out. And so some more folks walk in. Then I saw somebody else drive off. I said, wait a minute. So I went in and I walked in the door and they were like, shock on their face. And the fella said, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, you know what? It wasn't that. I'm going to get my chicken, right? You are still going to get my chicken, right? So,
right.
I wasn't angry. I wasn't about to jump over the counter. It wasn't that big of a deal. Sometimes we make these things, and I took that and I said, thank you, God, because the two gentlemen looked at each other and they was like, wow, he didn't even come in screaming or cussing. And the one guy looked at the other guy and say, he was so calm. That's what peace does. That's what peace is. That, to me, that's my peace. I don't have to get all angry and loud and where my chicken at and well, why take it. It was. I done sit here and wait. So what am I screaming? But what I had,
but do you not? I mean, you may not have to. Go ahead.
No, but what I was going to say, what God allowed me to do was to show them what He showed me through this life is grace and mercy. See, they may never get to see that anywhere else. They may never get a chance to be able to be a witness to. I'm not telling y'all that's because it's like, oh, I'm just saying that sometimes when we offer that to people, see, neither one of those fellows may ever, I don't know if they are or not. They may not even be believers. And they may never, ever feel like they can get to know God. But what they had a chance to do was get to know me, who knows God, that can introduce them. Because I didn't get this from me, I got this from Him. And I'm able to extend it to others because it ain't for me to keep. You know, no different than, you know what happened to me months ago with the accident. It's so much bigger. That's how I see it. It is so much bigger than me and the little tiny emotions and feelings that come over me in a fit of anger and rage. Because what does that do? For me, that fit of anger and rage only says that now I'm just being like the world. And I can't. And I won't. Because that's not who I am. And I'm not saying that's everybody. I'm just saying that's not who I am.
So let me say this, because we're getting real deep and sad and depressed. Yeah. Y'all, this is Talk About It Tuesday. We don't do them too often, but he think this is a red table talk. Not red. Look at me going red table talk. But listen, I am going to say this, though. I get what you're saying. And as I always tell you, everybody is not where you are. But also keep in mind that we can be teaching them and trying to make them these young workers, those young workers you meant to, because you know God, you gave raise, blah, 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 blah. However, on the other hand, they also need to know that they could have just been looking at you like, oh, we got away with that too. And I'm not saying you have to go in there cursing anybody out. You don't have to go do crazy stuff. But sometimes, no. I think if there's a mistake like that, something needs to be said, because that may be what they learn. Hey, this is not the way that you treat people that sit here waiting. You know, someone has to tell them. There's no manager around 9 times out of 10. But sometimes if what you did, yeah, you don't lose your cool. But you could also say, as someone that's in the public and as a customer, that the expectations that you have of them and that business, this is not it. I paid my money for a service and you're working here. So this is what I expect, something different from you. I'm disappointed or whatever. Again, you don't have to go off, but how do people learn if you don't tell them? And I don't know the scripture, but we do know that somewhere in the word, somewhere it tells people that you need to tell people sometimes. Those young people may not know at all. Now you've come in there and accepted their bad behavior, or I believe in giving grace. But when you're at work and you have a service to provide to people, you might be some new worker, never know how this works, and you following Susie. something needs to be said. I've said things to people with
And
it, and I can't fight. Never had to fight in my life, and I choose my battles. However, I have definitely said either to the person or I've gone and told their manager, this young man needs to pull his pants up. Like, this is just not the appropriate place to you can't work and do that and have that look.
No, and I get that. I'm not saying that the grace was given. There was a conversation, and they understood what had happened. They understood
what?
that there was. It wasn't, they understood like, oh man, wow, we made a mistake. Oh, we forgot. I'm sorry. So that part, I didn't have to tell them that I didn't have to tell them that I had been out there waiting. They knew that I had been out there waiting when I came in. It was, and like I said, things happen. I work, sometimes I forget things. And I'll forget something. But the first thing that they did for me, was acknowledge that they had done something. So at that point,
I don't remember you saying that in your story, because it made it like you just walked in and they went ahead and gave you, because I get that. If I walk in and somebody said, oh my God, we so forgot about you, I am so sorry. I don't get mad. I don't get mad. But the way what I had heard from what you were saying, it sounded like you just went in and you didn't say nothing. They remembered, so they gave you your chicken back. That's what it sounded like. They gave you your chicken and you just let them go. That's all I'm saying.
No, they
that was the point that y'all had a conversation and that they were apologetic.
They exactly what had happened. I mean, and I get that. I get that. What I'm saying is that's the thing with the world. For me, what I see is a lot of people don't acknowledge when they do something.
Gotcha. Yeah, you left that out. I'm sorry, but you did. Thank you, Miss Julie. You finally on my side. Yes, I've been waiting for this moment. But no, I now you're adding more to the story, more context to the story. Because at first it sounded like they left you just sitting out there waiting, and you like, oh, I'm just giving grace. I ain't gonna say nothing. That doesn't.
I went down my chicken. Hey, but here's the thing. Look, even with grace, look, I ain't give it 3 pieces, but I ended up with 6. So look at that.
There you go. Look at you. Look at God. I have a young lady who is I just hired her last week. Amazing young lady. She's a boxer. Won lots of titles. Very young. She must be in her 20s. She might be 30. I don't know. She act like she's 21, but 20s, 30s. But she has a great idea for this nonprofit called Boxing for Bully, something like that, because she was bullied when she was young. And so she found boxing as an outlet. And she's saying that one of the girls that used to bully her all the time, she said, I'm still looking for her. But anyway, she has started working, right? And I just automatically, the type of leader I am, I do trust people. And I'll guide you a little bit, but I watch and I observe to see where you need stuff at. Because if you got it, I'm not going to try to micromanage you, because I want somebody that got it. But I also care about the people that don't have it. And I'm going to get to the point. So she came, it was Monday last week. And I just automatically think people know their dress code, right? And so the lady in the office said, yo, boxing girl got to go home. First of all, don't tell me that people got to go home. Just tell me what you're talking about, so I can figure out what you're talking about. So I said, she said, oh, she has weed, pictures of weed on her shirt. And I'm thinking about that, child, I missed that. So I went and peeked at the shirt, and she did. She had these little 4 things of weed, and it says something about high. Now, mind you, when I asked about it, she said, oh, that's not weed. I was telling my daughter that earlier. And I'm like, does she think I'm crazy? Like, I don't see what I see. But anyway, so that was one incident, right? So I had to have a conversation with her and say, hey, can't wear that at school. Now, I would never think that someone needed to know that. I could have gave her grace and said, go on about your business, don't worry about it. but I needed to let her know, and not even just because I'm her supervisor, just as a young person that needs that guidance that may have never gotten that guidance, because I know she's an amazing person. I've had a conversation with her. I hired her because of her things that she said and all that. And she's very articulate, but she at a school, she not realizing you can't wear that to school. Then yesterday, and I told her, so she had on some ripped up jeans. And again, she told me those jeans wasn't ripped up. And I'm thinking, do she think I'm crazy? But okay. So I had to call her, and what I said to her was, I really, really don't like having conversations about dress code. I said, it's not comfortable. I said, but I have to tell you that I want you to be successful, and I want these students to be successful. So in order for both of y'all to be successful, y'all both need to dress appropriately. They need to be able to see you in the mindset of an adult, someone that they follow as a mentor. So the way you're dressed shows that. I said, so you can't, also ask her in the training, did they not tell you about not wearing ripped jeans? Oh, yeah, but these jeans not ripped. She said they was patches. I saw skin. But anyway, I digress on that. My point to that is sometimes people just don't know. But they wanted me to just send this woman home, but I asked her if she had a jacket. But my point is sometimes people, like what you said, they'll go in and curse the people out in KFC. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them that we be getting really, really mad at sometimes when they do stupid stuff at the store, at the places. But there are times that people have been really apologetic, and I can say something, or they not being all nasty to me. Okay, time out. Dr. Presses, do not pass go. We went to my niece's graduation last Friday. We drove up, and my sister said to the security guard lady, "Hi, I'm not from the area. Is there what did she say? Is there you say ATM? Yeah, is there an ATM? Because my niece needed to pay for something. It had to be cash." And she said, "Is there an ATM in the area?" The woman looked at her and said, "At the store." Now, tell me how much grace would you have given that one? What would you have said? I just want to know.
Me?
Yes.
Well, what I've said.
What would you have said?
I would say, well, beautiful, can you tell me which store that is?
Okay. Yeah.
See?
No, that was a good one. That was a good one. But you're charming. You were charming. You were being charming is what that was. That was flirting. We not flirting with the food. Because first of all, she tried not to say nothing else at all. So we ain't flirting with her. And we women, we ain't gonna flirt with her. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to know how you would have. I know you would have handled it that way.
I mean, that's how I would. And the reason I would have is because I'm on again, I came from the school. Cream rises to the top. And to rise above it is the simple fact of, okay, I see that this person is having one of them kind of days. And yeah, now old comfortable could say something. But you have to be, I can be flippant, but you can be flippant in a nice, nasty kind of way.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to come back with because what have you done again with being ugly to somebody that's being ugly? That's just two uglies bumping together, and you have not shown them anything like, oh, then then later on, would you look at yourself and say, you know what, I could have handled that better. That didn't show no growth on my part.
No.
That didn't show. That didn't. Well, see, me, I'm trying.
There have been times that I probably said that when I think I may have overreacted about something, but when someone just blatantly, not trying, first of all, turning their head at you and not trying to talk to you, I think there are times that we can do that. We can let things go. But again, I still believe in my heart. There are times that you can't let things go. You have to say something. Now I don't have to curse you out.
And you can.
But I'm going to tell you, as a grown woman and you're a child, you're not going to be disrespectful to me like that. You're just not going to do that. So
I get that.
Finish that part. Then I'm going to go talk to your manager. I'm going to go have a conversation because his job is to coach you, to make you. I'm sorry, I just have no tolerance for people who are working in customer service. I have some tolerance, but I have tolerance for your manager to come and have a conversation. I don't want you fired, but I want him to do his job by coaching you to be a better employee.
Okay. But that's not how it works these days. Do you not know that the people, honestly, I mean, I get it, but the people that are in charge of the people are usually just like the people. And the coaches, the people, the managers. So me saying, well, let me talk to your manager, then the manager's going to come out.
You're putting everybody in one big bubble.
That's why.
And you can have some.
I can only talk about the people that I have run across like
but
that.
I'm just saying you can have some people that some managers do care. I'm not going to put and say all managers are like that because there are some managers who do. I'm one of those. If you come tell me something about somebody that's in customer service that's not supposed to, I'm not going to fire the person, but we're going to definitely have a conversation because you're going to. One, you run off my customers. Two, if you run off my customers, you run off my money. And that is the bottom line.
And, so and I'm from that old school. I'm from that other school. Here's my school that I'm from. Not like the young lady No, I'm from that other school. I'm from that school of even talking about your young lady. That young lady, what was wrong with those people having the dignity to walk up to her and say, hey, you know what? And because then what you create is somebody that gain respect from you instead of, because I'm like, so why you gotta go tell them?
They're not allowed to tell. Well, this is hierarchy though. They're not allowed to tell her. They don't even know her. So her feelings would have been more hurt had somebody she don't even know, she's never really even seen, come up to, hey, you know, you might want to not wear that. That would be embarrassing because it's already embarrassing enough for someone to tell you that you're not dressed appropriately. That's why I always say it's a hard. I don't like talking about dress codes. I think grown people know how to dress, but they can't. First of all, they're not allowed to tell her anything. First of all, they're not.
Ain't nobody not allowed to. Let me tell you something.
They're not. I mean, you can get in. They can definitely get in trouble because they're not allowed to tell her anything. And if somebody walks up to somebody that they have no idea who they are and tell them that, the next thing they're gonna go tell somebody else. Hey, those secretaries said blah blah blah. Those secretaries have no authority over anybody, so they can't go up to somebody because I could have said, well, that is the dress code. So they wanted to make sure, and they're telling the right person. Just like they come tell me because that's the protocol is to come let me know so I can let that person know. I don't want somebody that I don't know out the blue come and tell me something about what I got on. Who are you, secretary lady? Don't wait. I've never even seen you before.
But there's that thing. There's that where it is a problem. Because here's the thing. If I don't feel that I can go up to a person, so you're telling me if you saw somebody, say young boy in school, whatever, or out in the street, you wouldn't feel like, hey, what you're doing. So that's that thing. Like the world says, that goes back. The world says this is how it should be.
What I'm saying, if it's written in stone, let's back up and let's be honest and transparent, country boy.
Honest and transparent.
First of all, it would be rude for someone that you've never met before you never met this person before. Now, again, like I said, I told the person about their little pants at the store, but one, you've been told by your boss, hey, let the dyad coordinator know there's something wrong. You can't tell them. This is a secretary who doesn't have any. She doesn't. It would be different if it was a friend or one of the teachers that know her, have had some type of. They don't even make contact with the people. Hell, them people that barely talk to me in the front office. But they pulled me to the side, and so in case a principal, leadership, superintendent come through, and so they told me. So, and they know I'm not in the business of. I ain't running around firing. They know that I'm going to go and have the right kind of conversation. No, they should not have told her anything.
Well, let me ask you this. So if somebody higher up would have came, could they have said something to her?
They could have, and they would have, and that's when it would have been more embarrassing for her. Because you don't get embarrassed, you wouldn't understand how that felt. If this is a poor person, doesn't have a lot, she just got a job. This is a job she's probably, I don't even know if she's ever had a job before, because it was already she was very uncomfortable when I had to tell her. So because I have a relationship with her, her.
Right. And
That's who it should come from. But yes, if Mr. Miles would have came there and saw that if Mr. Miles would have came there, she would have been fired. Period.
Maybe that's what my thing is why are we, and I'm not even just talking about that. I'm talking about on the bigger. Not that. I'm talking about bigger. Why is it that, again, we're defined by going up to young people or anybody and saying, hey, this is, not because I'm being disrespectful, not because
and I know that's old. That's definitely old school. But nowadays, you just can't say everything to anybody. You just can't. One is dangerous. But two, I've never thought that was cool. Like I said, remember when I said I ain't never had a fight before? I said, but I choose my battles. If I see a young man that I know, I can just kind of tell. I may say something to him, but very seldom. Most time I'm gonna go to his supervisor and just say, hey, he's really nice. He really helped me with my groceries or whatever he did for me. But just tell him, maybe coach him on his pants are hanging down. He need to wear a belt. I may say something like that.
Let me give you this. Let me give you this.
Let me just say this. We're gonna agree I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna let you
talk. No, I'm gonna give you mine.
I know, but let me say this. Let me time out. I'm gonna hear you out because it's fair. For me, this is how I've always thought. And so at the end of the day, we're gonna agree to disagree. So once you say it, we're gonna move on, because I'm never gonna think it's okay for you to walk up to a total stranger, start telling them how they should dress. I think if you have a relationship with that person, especially on a job, if I'm their supervisor, why are you going over me as a supervisor to talk to my staff member? That would have pissed me off, because she's gonna come say, that lady told me I got a week and I gotta go home. I would have said, in my mind, I was wonder why she didn't come to me first. So I could have had that conversation. So it would have been, because I don't know if this lady rude. I don't know how this person feels. And what if she really didn't have weed? Because at first I need to go check and make sure the shirt had weed on it. But I'm never gonna think, it's a lot of things that we did back in the day. And I really hear my kids out. And they talk about these things that are just like back in the day. You can call people fat. Oh, cousin, you done gained 25,000 pounds. That's not the thing to say. That can really, I'm going to say the F word. That can mess up somebody's mind, their self-esteem. We can't say all the things that we used to think was okay back in the day. It's just not, it's never going to be a yes for me. But go ahead.
Man, I get that. And I'm not saying, again, about on the negative. I'm saying being able to reach people in a positive way. Reach people if you see somebody that I have walked up to strangers, and if their collar was messed up, I'd be like, hey, so that's a bad thing.
Yeah. That's totally different.
That's a stranger. I don't know them.
I'm not walking up to you to tell you your dress. You got weed on your shirt. You need to go take that off. You don't know who's people's person. Just like everybody.
Right.
And back in the day, you could whip everybody's kids. You can't touch mine, not because my kids are special, but because I don't know you and I don't know how you whoop children. I don't know how you discipline. You might feel like beating with a stick is okay. I don't think that way. So I just don't think that we need to give that responsibility to everybody in these days and times. Back then, it was definitely a lot different. But these days and times, can't everybody do stuff? But no, I've definitely walked over, like took somebody's tag in, or I may have now you also got to think about it too. I ain't gonna do it to somebody's woman or something that's over there too, because that's a little flirty. But those are things I think are okay. I don't think people get upset or embarrassed about that. But this young lady, if some stranger out of the office and she's already intimidated, because it's an intimidating thing, all these people in the front office, you don't know them, their leadership, you go in, all you do is go in and sign in. They don't speak to you already. They acting funny like you're a piece of dirt. Then they come to you and say, you got on ripped jeans, you can't wear that here. These are very young girls in that front office. So it's a different thing too. Now maybe if the nurse being a little bit older, more mature, had she come, that would have been a little bit different. And I respect the nurse. Had the assistant principal that I know, I know her. And I know that how she would have, but she even calls me and say, hey, I saw so-and-so like so, because she has the understanding that I have a relationship with them and that it may be better coming from me than coming from somebody that they don't even know. And she's also, and I've heard this, I know you've heard this before. Well, it's better it come from you than it come from me because it ain't gonna come out pretty coming from me. You know, those kinds of things is what I'm saying. I agree with you that there needs to be times where we're able to say something, but we also got to be ready to be shot. Because these kids ain't the same. We just got to be talking about that earlier. These kids ain't the same. These ain't the same kids. You can't get over in a right lane. You know, the baby got shot and killed a week or two ago because somebody was running into her lane, so she had to get another lane. The man shot her. Like, we living in some crazy times, so I just think we got to be careful. You know?
I agree. I mean, you know, and that's that. I am not against what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying 100%. I just, you know, how the old country boy approaches it. I think that it's not what to approach, it's how you go about approaching it. Again, if it's done, what I was saying was, even to the people in the office, things can be done with love and compassion. That's that thing where you start showing it that way. Why wouldn't you have why wouldn't you be able to go to someone when you're saying, like, well, they don't even know the people that don't talk to them? That in itself speaks volumes, because it should be one of those things where everybody is at least working together for one common goal. Again, showing each other love and compassion. That's where it starts.
You're not speaking reality in this hierarchy world that we have. You're not speaking reality, you know, and that's just how certain companies are. I mean, no, it's not good. I mean, and maybe if they didn't, and it's the schools that separate. Even the principal treats them, you know, the dyads a little differently. And I've shared with you wraparound. They treated wraparound, even though we were there helping the kids get clothes and coats and food, they treated us like we were the stepchildren. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, I believe like you do. We should all think. I go in there now for me, and she probably will be friends with them soon too because of her personality. But I'm the person, the nurse used to frown at me every time she saw me. But because of my personality, I went there and charmed her, so she loves me to death now. And we found out we used to work together. But I'm going in to, they didn't used to want me to come behind. I'm the coordinator. They didn't used to want me to come behind the counter. I came behind the counter when they shooed me out. Finally, I said, well, I work for a district office and I have the permission. I'm approved to go behind the counter to do the things that I need to do here. And then that's how it started. Then as time went on, they started seeing that I'm a person that's not, you know, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm a friendly person, and I want to help you. You help me. I help you. But this young lady hasn't been there long enough to establish any of that yet. I definitely believe that she'll end up being one of the ones that they're going to like, but she hasn't gotten there yet. Then when if that relationship happens, then yeah, they might say, girl, because matter of fact, I hate to say this too, same week, I had to tell a young lady, she come in smelling like weed every single day. And the day I smelled it the first time, she said to me, oh, Miss Trina, I guess she must have knew I was going to smell it, because she said, oh, Miss Trina, I'm so mad. Oh, I'm so mad. I was like, what you mad for? Because, man, my sister brought me to work this morning and she was smoking weed and got all over me. So I smell like weed. So I just said, okay, I'm going to be witty poo-poo today. I was like, oh, girl, that's a shame. You might not need to be riding with her no more. But anyway, since then, that's been weeks ago. Since then, now, mind you, I know the child rides in an Uber because she talks about it all the time. But what I said to her yesterday, because she smelled like weed for 2 days last week. So I told her to come here and talk to her. So I said, now, you know, I know she rides the Uber. I said, you know, little mama, you need to tell your sister when she bring you to work, she shouldn't smoke weed if she wants you to keep your job, because she makes you come here smelling like weed. I know, man. I know. I said, well, I'm going to have to let you know that it's the last day I need to have this conversation with you about smelling like weed. I said, I'm trying to help you get a job at H&R Block. So you represent me. I said, I hired you here. You're representing me. And you can't come. I said, but think about the kid. these are you working at a middle school. Them kids know, them elementary kids know you got weed all over you. So you might need to find you another way to work. Man, and then this is what got me. So when you talk about people that feel comfortable enough to tell them, she said, "Oh my God, Niecy, that's another girl. She told me that last week that I smelled like weed." I said, "Well, I'm glad she's one of the other consultants, like same position."
Right.
I said, "Now see that? Now you know if she told you, there's something to it. So let's figure out what we gonna do. You need to not be riding in the car with your sister if she gonna smoke weed." So they built a report where this person, girl, you smell just like weed. Why are you smelling like that today?
Right. And that's that. I mean, and that's, I guess that for me, and that's not, that's the world that I live in, where people can have those conversations in a manner where it's not threatening, or it's not like I'm trying to, but you have that conversation because, one, you honestly care about the other person and you care about where they're going and you're there for them, that you're trying to encourage them and uplift them and see like, hey, you know what?
Yeah. If you have that care. Now, that lady in that office, that ain't how that conversation would. That's my point in saying that about work. You don't want everybody on the job telling people stuff, because everybody on the job, those two girls are not, this is not to put anybody down, because I used to work in the office at the school too. But they are not, they would not have addressed it appropriate. I don't think they addressed it to me appropriately, to be honest with you. So they definitely would not have addressed it to them appropriately, which is why I'm saying they're not like an office manager. They're the clerks at the front desk who don't have any training or anything. And yeah, I get it. That would be nice, but they're very young. They're probably about young as her, if not younger than her. So it just would not have been appropriate for them to address her instead of addressing me, unless they had some type of, relationship and they knew each other. She said, "Girl," like the girl that told her about the recruit, smell like weed. What you doing? That's different. Those girls just wouldn't, just like what you said, handle it with tact, handle it with care, handle it with concern. They would have been handling it in I'm gonna just say street terms, they would have been handling it in a messy way. And then because I'm sure they had told the whole office already that the girl had a shirt on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, the clock on the wall says 9:39. Huh?
9:39.
It is 9:39. I'm trying to see if I told you all my little stories about. I got all my stories out about work this week.
Yeah.
They were funny, huh? Hey Sheba. So, Sheba, I'm gonna get to come Thursday. My niece moved her thing to Friday, and the people that was gonna have a program on Thursday, they moved it to tomorrow. I gotta be in two places at one time tomorrow. Two of my schools are having their program.
Two places at one time.
We got a delay again, don't we?
We do.
So no, and I'm not. So both of them decided to have their program at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is go to the school where the principal said my people don't do nothing. Because what I told them was, I want y'all to put together this program, this showcase, and because I'm moving them from that school. I said, and at the end of y'all's performance, your presentation, the goal is for the people to be saying, why are they leaving? Where are they at? When y'all gone, I want them to be looking for y'all. I said, that is how you're going to make this. And I'm not going, because again, I am not a micromanager. Like some of my other counterparts, they was digging all in. I'm like, y'all don't tell me what you're going to make the program. These are adults. That's how they learn to work. Tell me what you're going to do, what you want to do, what your idea is. If it's outrageous, yeah. And they were buying stuff. We ain't spent no money.
Oh, wow.
Children, and they got it going. I saw one of the practices, but the point is, this school that said, well, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. And I'm thinking, every time I go in there, they be doing something, but okay. So I'm moving them from the school, but on their exit, they performance tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm gonna be there so I can be doing this all night long.
Wow.
One of the guys teaches STEM. Amazing. He's very young, amazing. He teaches STEM. He does a lot of stuff with AI and all that. He actually have those kids doing their own brand.
Oh,
They're
really?
making their own shirts, their own logos. Principal going there telling me, well, they just be on the computer. I said, it's STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and math.
Mm.
They're gonna be on the computer. So, and I wasn't trying to be funny, but I was like, yeah, they're on the computer because it's STEM.
Right.
Kind of gotta, you know. But anyway, it was really silly. So anyway, so tomorrow he's gonna do a whole thing, and like so I have to be at that one. The other ones, they'll be all right. I saw them in practice; they'll be fine.
Well, this was super duper, super duper.
Well, huh?
I said, well, super duper.
Super duper! I'm excited. So the next thing is Christmas. I realized that our next show would be on Christmas Day, Christmas evening, and you know I ain't available on Christmas evening. But I thought, how cool would it be for us to wake up in the morning at 9 and come on and just say Merry Christmas, everybody?
9 when?
We do a 30-minute segment.
When?
What? Monday.
When?
Monday is Christmas.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Huh?
Yeah.
Monday's Christmas. I will be doing things because I'm having Christmas at my house. However, I thought it would be great because we didn't do a Christmas show because I didn't realize next Monday was Christmas. So we come on Monday at 9 and be like the people at the parade. I even wear my tiara. So think about it, country boy. I know shit, but that's what it look like. That's what it look like. I'm gonna be up because I love Christmas, and I'm gonna just be up.
Well, you know, I could probably, you know, it's gonna be one of them. You know, Christmas for me is you know, just one of those. And then this year I don't have the executive producer, so you know it's
But you know, you and the executive producer could have done. Well, you still could do it tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Y'all still could go get. You could have got you one of those. You could surprise her, and you could go and get one of those little bitty trees that sit on the table, and y'all decorate it Thursday night, and that's your Christmas.
Yeah, we might just do that. I might just do that. Actually, to be honest, I thought about it yesterday, but I ran into some things. I thought about going and getting a tree and some lights just for her. I really did. It was on my mind. I might do it tomorrow, maybe, possibly. It's you know, but yeah.
For her, not for you, Grinch.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, wait a minute. No, I ain't gonna even talk about that one. I'm gonna leave that one.
This is for her, and when she goes back to school, you know what? And I wonder, do parents realize that when they go back to school, and your baby's so smart, you know what they say? What did you do for Christmas? And she'll be able to say what she did over here, and then she'll be able to say she'll have a great Christmas with both. She'll be able to talk about both families and what the special things she did for Christmas. I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to feel so bad because I would think about that. Like when the teachers come and say, "What did you do for this?" Especially when my parents were going through a divorce, and it was a hard time for me. I always wanted to be so important that my kids had something to share. So when you come back from summer vacation, what the teachers ask, "What did you do for summer vacation?" I always wanted my kids to have something to say because I remember a time that I didn't have anything and everybody else had to say something.
Do you not know the executive producer always got something? It ain't like
I know, but contrary to what you may think, they know Christmas, sir. And you want her to remember her Christmas with you, which will be Thursday.
She does remember. It'll be Thursday. And
you don't have one, she can't remember. You said maybe. You said you maybe.
She gets Santa Claus 365 days.
This is a child. That don't count. She is a child. That is not So if she tell her to, yeah, that ain't gonna. Contrary to what you think, that's how bullying starts. So let's not think on Grinch's side. Let's think on the executive producer side. We gonna have a tree on Thursday with some little bulbs and some little lights and a little white stuff around the bottom.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you now. This is what I did do, and I got
What'd
with
you
the people. I did. I reached out and I told all my coworkers, and this is what I asked them all if they would take pictures and videos and send them to me. Because what I was gonna do was have them, and I was gonna be able to, put it around the house. I was gonna have pictures. I told them to take pictures of Christmas trees.
I'm not laughing.
One of my coworkers.
You're laughing like one of your corny jokes that you do.
I am. One of my coworkers said, "Well, what they gonna think about the white people in the back?" I said, "That's my family too."
So we gonna wind it up. So y'all, thank y'all for tuning in tonight to the Grinch. To the Grinch.
What?
Princess. The Christmas princess.
Hey.
I said we're wrapping it up, and I'm telling them Merry Christmas from the Grinch. Well, we're not gonna say Merry Christmas yet. So I can't believe you're a Grinch. I cannot believe you.
I'm not.
I can't believe you're a Grinch. You are an absolute Grinch.
What
you are.
Grinch?
You're in denial.
Of what? Am I?
So let me tell the people bye. Then you can do your part to say bye. Guys, thank y'all for allowing me to eat my chili tonight on camera.
Mama always said you ain't got enough to share, don't bring. That mama said.
I got plenty to share. You just ain't here to get it. So, what am I trying to say? Because I'm thrown out because he's playing about Christmas. I don't play about Christmas. Like, I don't play about Christmas. So let me get myself together. Thank y'all so much for watching. We never take your support for granted. Keep watching, keep spreading the word. I saw several people in tonight, and I'm so grateful for that. Country Boy, stop. Because I can't concentrate. I cannot focus. But thank y'all again. And I'm not going to say Merry Christmas today because we're going to get up and tell y'all Merry Christmas on Monday morning. Yeah.
We wish you will Merry Christmas.
So anyway, guys, we're going to let Country Boy take it away. Remember, I don't know if the 21 days of love is over or not, but I'll let him tell you that. Remember, there's something happening. I don't have my notes today, and I'm so tired. I'm gonna go and warm my chili up some more and eat the rest of it, and I'm going to bed. But thank y'all, and remember that let's make sure that when we say life is short, let's make sure we're doing the right things as we're telling other people life's too short. You should, but we should do stuff with ourselves. Make sure that everything in our house is together. Make sure we're checking on what's inside our house, including our children, wives, husbands, boys, whatever's going on in the house, your mom, your dad. Make sure that's okay before you out in the streets telling everybody who to vote for, who to do this, who that. Make sure you good. Okay, your family should come absolutely first. And again, I do want to send my sincere condolences out to the family of Raphael Ford. If you guys weren't here earlier, he was an amazing promoter. And I say this, but I don't like to be fake, that he and I did not see eye to eye all the time. However, there was a mutual respect because I definitely respected his work. He brought people together. And I don't know, and I'm so serious, I don't think he had one event that was not a success. And that speaks volumes in this world of live entertainment. It's because people are so finicky and fickle that here today and gone tomorrow. And he was consistently, all the years I've known him, he consistently gave events that were extremely successful. So he will truly be missed. He's going there. He's definitely going to leave a void in the community of Zydeco and live music. So I pray for the entire Zydeco community, because again, it is leaving a void. And y'all just, hug and embrace. Now, I gotta say one last thing. I'm sorry. Me and Country Boy talked about this the other day too. Don't be fake though. You know what I mean? Love and embrace people, but I'm not telling you to go and try to be besties with someone that you're not connected to, or you don't have to be connected to. But don't wish them harm or ill will. Keep them in your prayers. Pray for them. Pray for both of y'all. Pray that maybe the relationship will change. You know what I mean? Do something. Do what you can do to live that life is short and be nice to people, be kind to people. Do that by, if you don't really click with somebody, you can still pray for them. I got somebody in my family, I'm not gonna say who, somebody in my family, I pray for them all the time. Every day. Two people in my family I pray for every day. And I pray that the hearts of those people, not saying I'm perfect, but when somebody's heart ain't right. So instead of talking about them, talking bad about them, spreading rumors, whatever, you can say your own little silent prayer about, you know what? I hope that person's heart gets better so that we can one day be friends, or so we one day can have some type of cordial, I don't want to use a relationship or friendship because I don't want that. But you know what I mean? We could be in the same room, and it's three of us, be in the same room and be able to, for it not to be awkward, So anyway, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna move on. Let Country Boy take it away.
Wow, that was moving. I will say this is that these holidays, I wish the best for everyone, and happy holidays to each and every one. I know that for myself personally, it's and for so many others, and I did a show about this. Not maybe what I'll talk about tomorrow again. I don't know. I'll talk about whatever I want to. But it's a very difficult time for a lot of people. The holidays are not as joyful and as uplifting for some. Some people have lost people. Some people are going through a lot of things. That was another reason that this 21-day love challenge starts. I started it before. I always start before Christmas, because everybody talks about the Christmas and all these things. Let's remember. See, what I say is this. This is Country Boy. This ain't my co-host. This ain't what's the name of this? This ain't Tuesday talk about it. This ain't speak on it. This is just me. A lot of us have taken Christ out of Christmas. For me, that's the issue. A lot of us have taken Christ out of Christmas. Don't give a gift, but don't. How can you give a gift, but you're not giving love? Why can't you just give the gift of love? Give the gift of peace. Give the gift of caring. Give the gift of understanding. Give the gift of forgiveness. You want to give a gift. See, but in my worthless 2 cents, the gift of love, the gift of forgiveness, the gift of joy, the gift of happiness, the gift of peace. The reason you won't give those is because you want to cover it up with the gifts you can buy from the store. Let me tell you, anything you get from the store, it's not going to bring you peace, joy, happiness. And it's definitely not going to bring you unconditional love. That comes from within. See, you can spend all the money you want. You can go buy all the Macy's. You can buy everything in Macy's. But if you didn't do it from the heart, it's absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
And understand this. The joy of seeing a young person's face, the joy of the smile, not because of the gift. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Maybe y'all don't remember this. Maybe y'all don't think back to what you got when you were 5 years old, or you were 6 years old, or you were 12 years old, or you were 20 years old. It wasn't the gift that really did it. It was the joy of that person that gave it to you being there. Let's put Christ back in Christmas. That's what it's all about. It ain't about this is about a tree. It is about a tree. But it's about the tree that they made into a manger that held a little baby. It's about a tree. Let's make these holidays special by spreading love. Not talking about it, but just being about it. Why would you want to run over somebody to get to a store to get a gift, but you can't even speak to the person that's sitting next to you? Let's put Christ back in Christmas. Let's put Christ back in Christmas. Let's make this what it was truly about. That's what if you want to talk about it, then talk about it.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
So, well, never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But that's what this season is about. I mean, I think that maybe that's why I'm stuck on this thing doing
it is. I definitely think it's, of course, we don't know when Jesus people was born. Okay. I hold that near and dear. But we as adults, we should keep in mind what the thoughts are. And I think most of us do. But in addition to that, I think it's nothing wrong with just having a great time and thinking about, this is a time of year I actually get to, you should do it 365. And I do it a lot of giving. It just makes me happy. However, as much as I do for my kids, I love Christmas Day to where I get to, it's a special day and we know that we're giving to a loved one. Then some people see it as running to the store to buy stuff. People are really out being choosy and picking the best gift for this person, making sure this is what that person wants. Like they're not running out and grabbing a birthday gift. So when you talk about that 365, you run out and get a birthday gift. If you go grab a gift card, give it to this person because you forgot, I'm running to the birthday and get him something. Christmas people literally, they're happy. Often people, because people have had detrimental things, people have passed. So yes, I definitely get that. Matter of fact, prayers up to Tiffany Rachel right now, because I know she's going through. And prayers to you, Donnie. Prayers to you as well. I joke a little bit with you, but I know your thing. Don't give you no excuse not to give the executive producer a treat, though. So I think people have it in their heart about what the season is for, but it's also okay just to let our hair down, just have a good time and give people. And I'm saying all that because I just never received the email. And I don't know who this person is because, we're doing the giveaway for Christmas, the Christmas dinner. Somebody just sent us an email saying, I'm nominating this person who is very popular on Facebook. A woman is very popular on Facebook. She has 5 daughters and she lost her son of 16 years old, lost her husband, and she's just going through it because of the season. But guess what? They're asking for things, not because this person can't give, but she's going through. So I'm imagining that whatever she's going through, the depression or whatever, she can't get out and do some things, right? So I see it like she's feeling this loss, but the magic of Christmas is going to come through her life. Because Christmas is like, for me, and it's always been like magic for me. My parents, when they were together and I was a little girl, I tell people this all the time, they made Christmas so magical to me. And that's why I say that about children. I remember hearing, and I don't know if my mom and dad was doing it or if I really heard it in the sky. I don't know. I literally remember hearing the jingle bells from the reindeer. I know that sounds super crazy, but like that is how real Christmas. My parents made Christmas to me, and so it's just always, even though my parents got divorced, and it was like the worst devastating time of my life, and it still bothers me. However, together they made Christmas magical to me, which I tried to pass on to my children as well. But I believe in the magic of Christmas. I believe in God. I believe all that, but I also believe in the magic that it brings. Right. So this lady and then another lady reached out to my sister who lives away in New York. Someone wanted to say she's going through. She has no money to buy food, this, that, and the other. Right. So they were asking, would we consider giving food to someone that lives out of the state? Of course, we're gonna figure that out. But again, she's down on her luck for Christmas. So there's depression, there's anxiety. We're about to make the magic of Christmas speak to her. Yes, it is going to also be a blessing from God that somebody reached out on her behalf. So I see it all together like a big gumbo pot. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see it. There are people. I don't disagree that there are people that may not see God in it, but people who are real believers, people who have been raised. Can I say raised right? I don't know. Whatever. They know. They believe. They believe in that, but they also, like me, believe in just the super magic, fun, exciting time of Christmas, of the Christmas season.
Hey, I know my I
No, I'm not taking anything from what you said. I just wanted to make sure that I say that I don't think I hear a lot of people say, oh, people miss what it's for. But I really, in my opinion, I just don't believe that many people have. I think they do. I believe it's going to be a lot of people at church Sunday because Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah, they'll be packed.
But I don't think it's going to be those people. Wait a minute. I don't think it's like an Easter Sunday thing. I don't think it's like an Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday is different. They come to dress up. Christmas Sunday or Christmas Eve Sunday is a little bit different. Them people don't come because it's nothing about the dress. It's nothing about the dress. It's nothing about coming because you don't come to church on Christmas Eve Sunday to be dressed up. But the people of the church are going to come there and they're going to be there showing that Christmas, what it really means. The little children, of course, the little children are going to be on program and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm making the show go on to 10 o'clock. But I want to say that because I do believe in the miracle and the magic of God and just the Christmas season. And you believe in the Houston Oilers.
I believe in the Houston Oilers. Love you, Blue.
All right, take us home. I'm sorry.
But look, that's all I had to say. I hope everyone.
You got me crying, and I don't cry.
No,
I'm not crying. I'm just joking. I'm not crying.
I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Old Country Boy, I will be back tomorrow. I will say this as far as myself and others. I want y'all to know that I'm not a Grinch, and I want. I am Grinch, I think it's a beautiful thing. My baby loves the lights, and that's beautiful. So, I might just string up a light. I might just wrap some lights around the couch and just,
you can wrap them around her.
She would be happy. She'd be spinning around with the lights on top. I'm a little Christmas tree. She would. That's my baby. I don't know if y'all know that's her. She'll do it. She would enjoy it.
I saw the video of y'all dancing. It was so cute. The TikTok. That was the video. Love it.
That is her song. She was like, put it back on. We have about 10 videos.
Y'all did that.
She was on it. She got 9 of them. She only allowed me to be in one. But yeah. Same song. Put it back on. There you go. I'm gonna close that. I actually had accidentally hit it in the car, and she was in the back seat just on it. She was. I said, "Oh my goodness!" But yeah, but now, again, the holidays I do understand. Um, and it's a wonderful time for family. It's a wonderful time to join together. I've shared it openly. I've shared it with my co-host. Christmas Day for me hasn't been the same since 2013. 2013, I got up and was getting ready to go celebrate Christmas and got a phone call from my niece. My mom passed away 2013, December 25th. So it's you know, it's one of them things. So for a lot of people going through, it's and I'm not saying I'm going through. It's just the that day is not like one of the days I'm just up turning cartwheels. It was a blessing last year. Yeah, last year for the first time, and since my mom passed, is that I was together with all of my siblings, nieces, nephews, and everyone because everyone was here in Houston. So that was good. It was still that moment. Even that time, it was that moment of me sitting and reflecting back to the times that my mom was here. That's something that never ever goes away. So that's why I do understand what a lot of people are going through the
Right.
holiday, how tough it can be. Um, and then the other part about people out here really putting so much, and these times are hard, and people don't have, and job losses, and so many things that people are really going through, and it's tough out here. And you want to be able to do. That's why when I say give from your heart, if that means making a card, if that means making a card, you do those things from the heart because don't think like, oh, if I give this, they ain't gonna appreciate it. If you're giving it out of love, baby, if you're giving it out of love, you don't have to be out here trying to go broke to prove to people that you got it. Give from your heart. Don't be out here stressing that I can't do this and I can't afford to do this. Because, baby, let me tell you, the 25th, right after the 25th, you know what comes, right? Okay, and I ain't talking about New Year's. I'm talking about the first of the month. Okay, don't forget, because look, the first of the month don't care nothing about the 25th of December. So don't be out here stressing and losing your mind over trying to do all these these worldly things. Remember, the season, Christ is about love. It's about love, forgiveness, compassion, family. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what it should be about. Um, so that's where I'm gonna leave that on. And yeah, I might go get one or two Christmas lights. I might. Oh, you know what? I might get them things. I might. I don't even know if they make them no more. I remember we used to have that. You know, them old Christmas trees. They used to have the icicles.
Hmm.
I might go get some of them. We just throw them all over the house.
Why can't you go buy a $10 tree?
If I go get a tree, I'm gonna tell y'all.
And you use
I
the
go,
tree over and over every single year, so it's worth $10.
I'm going to go out there in the back. I'm gonna cut one down. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut a tree
Well,
down.
then that means you have to buy one every year. You could take that, like I do mine. I put it up and I take it down after New
I
Year's.
got plenty of trees. There's plenty of trees back here.
I mean, if that's what you're gonna do, I'm being serious. I'm saying for the baby, you need a tree. Quit talking about wrapping her up in the lights. Go get a $10 tree.
You must didn't watch Charlie Brown. You don't remember that tree they had?
You can get that. If that's a tree you want, fine. But I don't want your baby to be embarrassed. I'm thinking about her. I ain't thinking about you.
Oh, she'll be fine. She love it. She
Okay.
love it.
All right.
We'll be just
Well, I
like
mean, that's
Charlie
what I'm saying.
Brown.
If that's what you like, I love it. But go get it. Go chop it down. Do whatever you got to do. But on Thursday, she needs to be decorating a tree. I don't care if it's a shrub from the backyard.
Ooh, we might get some of them homemade things. Remember how you used to make them homemade things with the car with the what you call it, construction paper with the rings. Remember they had the, in school.
I'm going to bed, everybody. I'm gonna leave Country Boy to making up stories.
All right, I'm just
Trees.
saying. I remember the construction paper rings. Maybe you don't, because we used to make
Well, I do. But I also had a tree at home. Just FYI.
Anyway,
I had my tree on the refrigerator or wherever, and I still had a tree.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, we old country boy go. Look, I done got the hand twice. Since she started late, got me up late. No, it's past my bedtime. Look here. Um, from myself, I say thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. We appreciate your support. Uh, we really do. It means a lot to us, and so thank you for taking the time out, letting us come into your phones and your computers and your iPads, whatever we came into. We appreciate coming in there. We appreciate you so very much. Um, and I'll tell you this: if the good Lord has given you a vision, and I always say this, and please hear these words: if the good Lord has given you a vision, if He's planted something inside of you, don't worry about people who don't believe in you. Don't worry about people who don't support you. Don't worry about the people who don't like or share. Don't worry about those. Because understand something. If he's giving it to you, it is yours. Don't you give up on the vision he's given you. You just keep going. And I say this for myself, and I speak for my co-host as well, if she allows me to. If the good Lord has given you a vision, why wouldn't we believe in you? We would be crazy not to believe in you. If God gave it to you, that would be dumb of us. That's saying like we don't believe in him. If the good Lord has given you a vision, of course, we're going to support you 100%. Because I know this. If the good Lord has given you a vision, trust me, he will provide the provision for that vision. But what you have to do is keep going. Can't stop. You keep going. 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 Because understand this: what he has given you, ain't nobody else got. You didn't catch that. Whatever he has given you, nobody else has it. Because you have something so unique, so wonderful, so marvelous. Can't nobody else get it. And guess what? Whatever it is you have, somebody's waiting on it. Somebody's waiting on it. They're waiting on you. They're waiting on you to write that book. They're waiting on you to sing that song. They're waiting on you to start that show. They're waiting on you to do that dance. They're waiting on you. Waiting for you. So don't you dare quit. Don't you dare listen to the naysayers. Because guess what? That's their job. They're supposed to be sitting there telling you what you can't do. You take them telling you what you can't do as fuel to keep doing what God told you you can do. And lastly but not least, is we're going to end this thing and wrap on up. That's what they say. Wrap on up. Like old Christmas present. If you woke up this morning and you opened your eyes and you cleaned out your ears and you was listening real clear, but you still didn't hear it. If you was rolling out there today, somewhere out in this wonderful, beautiful world, listening, and all you heard was some birds chirping or some trucks and cars going by. Well, other than the wind, here it is at 10:15. And I'm going to tell you like I always say, we love you. We love you. And we love you unconditionally. And unconditionally means no matter what you do, no matter what you don't do, no matter what you say, no matter what you don't say, no matter how you act, we don't care because we ain't going to change because we love you unconditionally. And unconditional love, we will love you, love you, love you. There is absolutely, positively nothing. There is absolutely, positively nothing that you can do about it. Thank y'all so very much. Old Country Boy will be back up on this thing tomorrow running my old triple trapper. Y'all gonna be sick of me.
And we will be on Monday to wish you a Merry Christmas, but we don't know what time.
Yeah. Monday is
actually.
We
can do it. No, wait, back up. I'm sorry, time out. We can do it Sunday.
Sunday? How you gonna tell somebody? Sunday's not Christmas.
Well, if you're not gonna be up to talking on Christmas Day, I don't want you to.
I talk every day.
Okay. All right. I was trying to
like-
be. I was trying to have grace. But guess who got an award?
You got an award.
Real Live Award for my kindness. And it means so much to me because everybody thinks I'm a horrible person or mean or whatever. I got from my job, from my peers, that says I'm kind and I'm thoughtful.
Oh.
I just thought I'd throw that in there right quick because I thought about it. Anyway, y'all, good night. I gotta go warm my chili, to blast my chili up. And I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye now.
You hear?